From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. This is Gordon. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time.
And it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10.
Keep going.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as a fair catch. A signal for and take it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down, Mariota. The open man is Westbrook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
To throw Mariota. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And quick throw here, that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
at the Texans' 7-yard line.
Here's Mariota. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and goal. Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Johnson, the ball carrier. Jared Wilson made the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Texans 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his target, it's Cobb. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Josh Allen on the tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Got Gordon open, completes it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And finding the tight end Hooper. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And a sack there by Josh Allen, and sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback, or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former 1st-round pick, huge impact in his rookie year in 2019. 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Give the first man through Gillespie, the fullback. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, the bootleg. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. An excellent pickup at 20 yards.
1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Number 36.
33 yards that time.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield. They pick up big yardage on that play.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Muhammad. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play fake. Mariota. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Colin Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Texans 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 27, Watson. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Westbrook now on the return.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you get some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. To the left side here for Eifert. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Colin Johnson. Incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mariota on 1st down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Muhammad. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Mariota to throw it. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati. A terrific red zone threat.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. To throw is Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
Colin Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Jaguars 24, Texans 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Harrison in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off the play fake, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. The open man is Westbrook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down, Jacksonville.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
On play action, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First down, Jacksonville.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Thompson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, he'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back now here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dwayne Smoot able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, and he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Working out of the gun. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Muhammad, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The ball carrier.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
35-yard line.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. They go again with Muhammad. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mariota now. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing here, Mariota. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Hargraves with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Mariota's pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jaguars, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.